Good morning. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Judy McKenzie here in my pandemic finest. And I'm going to give you a little demonstration on how to make this tree topiary with succulents with a Christmas star on top, or if you don't want a Christmas star, just a plain topiary. I made this tree on a form that I got from a place called topiaryartworks.com. It's a moss-filled cone that comes with a stand, pre-drilled hole, and you just pop it in. The tree from the base to the top is 9 inches, and then another 2 inches or so on the bottom. So it measures about 12 inches. And then if you put a star on it, a little bit bigger. So I am going to start right in. I used various kinds of succulents. I wanted a lot of rosettes, but my garden didn't have enough of them. So I've also used some crassula, and I have some things pre-cut and some things still in their pot. Here's some aeonium, Irish aeonium, which I just discovered. It's so cute. Apparently it's a ground cover landscape, and I like it. I'm going to try it in the landscape too. But this is, it almost looks like a sedum. And some sempervivum. I don't know the cultivar. And some sedivaria blue elf. The directions that came with the form instructed you to get the form completely wet, make a hole in it, and put the cutting in and pin it in with a floral pin. But I'm not going to demonstrate that method today. I'm going to demonstrate what I learned from Laura Eubanks in her class at a spring seminar. It worked very well there, and it works very well here. I'm going to use it dry with my trusty tools, 2 sharpened pencils, to poke a hole in it in a couple of places while I'm getting my piece ready to put in. I'm going to start, I like to start sort of just in the middle and build up on it. And I'm going to take a fairly good size aeonium and use the glue that Laura recommended. It's Aleene's clear gel tacky glue. Pop it right here. And the glue is tacky enough so it'll keep it glued on a vertical surface. I do the same method when I make my wreaths, but they are usually on flat, so it makes it a little bit easier. And I think I said this, I'm going to make it like I landscape, kind of in drifts, not very formally. About a 1/2 inch of a stem. Put my glue over here and glue it up. Laura says that the cutting has no roots, thus we don't need to worry about having it wet inside the form, inside the moss. That the plant will get its water requirements from the air and from the spritz that I give it every once in a while, like weekly or so, depending on the weather. I've got my start here. I also have made my own floral pins by taking some floral wire. This is 24 gauge, but you could use 22 also. That's not too stiff. I cut a couple of inches and have a little stash that I can bend like a hairpin and pop it in to keep ones that don't want to stick in all the way. So as I say, I'm just going to make drifts going around. I've seen some that are formal areas where one kind of succulent is for an entire row, and then maybe they build up on succulents or in a diagonal swirl. And those are very pretty too, but my style is a little less formal. This is a jade plant, which is so pretty, but they fit nicely in these little areas here. I don't want to see much of the moss when I'm finished. I'll take some of the sempervivum, pop it off. The stems on these guys sometimes can be quite thick, and they're often full of little debris on the bottom, so I take off the leaves. This one's not bad on the stem width. Again, I'm going to cut it about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. Glue it up. So I'm planning it, building it like a landscape, but thinking about it as a long-term floral arrangement. I don't expect this to last me till next year for another holiday season, but I bet it's still going to look pretty good by Easter, which I could just put some Easter grass underneath it. Oh, one of them just fell out. That one's going to need a pin, isn't it? Uh-oh. This one too. Get a piece of wire, which I have now glued together, all in my bowl. This is live. I'm not going to tape it again. This is my 14th time I've tried to get this on tape. The light's not agreeing with me, but this is it. I'm running out of time. So now I've got this guy that just took a dive. I'm gonna put it back in its hole, which was here. Well, I'm changing the hole to here now. Getting a pin, bending it again, sticking it in and telling it to stay. I've already done a little bit of work on this, so you can see that I'm going around. I've started in the middle. I'm going to continue on the bottom and then build my way up. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Oh, here's the name of the place where I bought it, topiaryartworks.com. That's about it. Have a great holiday.